Nick Jonas became well known as a singer while performing with the Jonas Brothers. He also performed on Broadway and serves as a judge on The Voice. Stay tuned, because this video is dedicated to his life, career, and of course, his vast car collection. On the 16th of September 1992 in Dallas, Texas, Nicholas Jerry Jonas was born. He grew up in New Jersey alongside future bandmates Kevin and Joe Jonas and their elder siblings. All three boys played music together when they were young, but Nick was the one who made his name by singing in a hair salon while his mother had her hair trimmed. Jonas launched his singing career on Broadway at the tender age of 7, playing Tiny Tim, or was it Frank Langella, in the Madison Square Garden production of A Christmas Carol. His Broadway career continued with appearances in Annie, Get Your Gun, Les Miserables, and Beauty and the Beast as replacements and alternates. Jonas and his father co-wrote a Christmas tune that Columbia Records heard when they were both working on Broadway. In 2004, Jonas joined the label as a solo performer. He collaborated on a few songs with his musically talented brothers Kevin and Joe, which eventually resulted in the formation of the Jonas Brothers, a trio of brothers. With Columbia, Jonas and his brothers only put out one album, It's About Time, before being let go by the company. Beginning in early 2007, Disney's Hollywood Records signed the group, and by the summer's end, their songs could be heard all over Radio Disney, and their music videos could be viewed on the Disney Channel. The Jonas Brothers announced their breakup at the end of October 2013, putting an end to rumours. This happened a month after the pop trio postponed their fall tour, and 3 months after their previous Instagram update.
We're family first at the end of the day, and we had come to a place where I think our work and...
The Jonas Brothers' Instagram account was unexpectedly reactivated in January 2018. Though there was no instant confirmation from the Jonas camp, the sighting led to rumours of a reunion. The Jonas Brothers made their triumphant comeback in March 2019 with the release of Sucker, their first brand new song in almost 6 years, and a music video that showed the now adult guys with their various love partners.
It's been 6 years, yes, since you last put out a song?
Play a little music together and realize right away this is where we're meant to be.
He got his start as a star of Disney Channel TV movies. The Voice singing competition series said in October 2019 that Jonas would take Gwen Stefani's place as a coach.
Depends, you know, when I'm thoroughly impressed.
But here's the thing, I expected Blake to be the real, tough one.
He is married to the actress Priyanka Chopra. She sure fits in perfectly with her husband's family. Given his fortune, it should be no surprise that Nick Jonas is a car fanatic who enjoys purchasing new vehicles. He has an incredible collection of automobiles. With that said, let's see what cars he has in his collection. Here are 7 cars we can see in Nick Jonas's garage. At number 7 is the 1960 Ford Thunderbird. Ford introduced the second generation of Thunderbirds in 1958, following the enormous success of the original. The last year of the second generation before the third generation entered the market was 1960, which marked the end of that generation. The interior design and new seating arrangement were the main modifications. Consequently, the Thunderbird's 4 seats became the new standard. The massive 5.8-litre V8 engine that propelled the 1960 Ford Thunderbird was capable of producing an outstanding 300 horsepower. With the help of this modification, Thunderbird sold 16,000 more units than the preceding model. A 7-litre V8 engine with a robust 350 horsepower was also available. Ford had a dramatic boost in sales, indicating that the decision to redesign the Ford Thunderbird's interior was the right one. In just 3 years, Ford sold 200,000 vehicles, which is 4 times the performance of the 2-seat variant. Additionally, a convertible top was introduced with the 1960 Ford Thunderbird, which became extremely popular in the following decades. At number 6, the 2018 Dodge Challenger RT. As evidenced by the classic styling and plain interior, the Challenger's throwback roots are clear. Dodge's pony car can be equipped with a standard V6 engine with an all-wheel drive system that is unique in its class, as well as a 375 or 485 horsepower Hemi V8 in rear-wheel drive configuration. A competent 8-speed automatic transmission is an option for both engines. A 6-speed manual transmission is a standard for both. The inside of the Challenger is typical of muscle cars, with a straightforward layout modelled after that of its predecessors from the 1970s. Additionally, the Dodge has a lot more inside space than its competitors right now. However, instead of being high-quality plastic, its rubberized components resemble worn-out vinyl. The wide front seats and roomy interior of the Challenger make cruising comfortable. Larger than the competition, the Challenger's bulky trunk dominates. Although it has a good quality of cubby space, it has a little amount of inside storage, which is typical in its class. A single USB port, a 5-inch touchscreen, and a 6-speaker stereo are all included in the Challenger's standard Uconnect system. Another USB port, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are all included on the optional 8.4-inch touchscreen. Climate control changes and access to supplementary performance options are made possible by the redesigned interface. Optional features include 2 more complex audio systems and navigation with real-time traffic and weather updates. Number 5 is the 1968 Ford Mustang. The 1968 Ford Mustang stood out from the competition among pony cars of the 1960s thanks to its great engine options and safety features. Additionally, because of the better economic climate during the time of manufacture, it was available to a larger population. Although it had the reputation of being a classic American muscle car, there were enough variations to suit a variety of tastes, requirements, and budgetary constraints. The fundamental design and function of the car remained constant over the years, irrespective of the model year. Similar to the original, the 1968 Mustang nailed the difficult balancing act between sportiness and practicality. One would assume that the car's focus had changed away from usability and toward power after the powerful 428 V8 engines were introduced for the 1968 model year. An intense, deep roar emanated from the 8-cylinder engine. The driver kept questioning the legality of this conduct as a result of these louder sounds at higher RPMs. Not because of the startling acceleration in speed, but rather because of the cacophony produced. Driving a strong 1968 Mustang without any of the electronic stability systems that we are accustomed to nowadays is not simple and requires skill. The car's appeal lies in the fact that it is wild and unpredictable. But most of all, it will make you feel alive and make you realise just how much you adore automobiles. Number 4. The Chevrolet Camaro. The Chevrolet Camaro Coupe and Convertible are all about the uncomplicated pleasure of driving. Forget about their poor outside view and uncomfortable rear seats. Accept their agile handling, thrilling stick-shift transmission, and amazingly smooth ride instead. The standard engine is a 275 horsepower Turbo 4, but upgrading to the 335 horsepower or 455 horsepower V6 or V8 allows for melodious soundtracks and quicker acceleration. The base 275 horsepower 4-cylinder isn't sluggish. In fact, the manual version we tried was quite speedy. Its uninteresting appearance was complemented by erratic throttle responses and nasty, unsporting noises. The 335 horsepower V6, on the other hand, significantly alters the car's personality. The gutsy 6 has a unique, brutally piercing sound. Better materials and a more contemporary design distinguish the interior of the Camaro from that of the previous generation. Although it has a simple layout and comfy front seats, the back seat is agonizingly tiny and the view is poor. Number 3. The Karma Fisker. When the original Fisker Karma manufacturer, Fisker Automotive, filed for bankruptcy in the middle of the 2010s, a Chinese business, the Wangxiang Group, purchased its assets. Karma Automotive was the new brand under which Wangxiang later relaunched the automaker. A plug-in hybrid engine is present in the Karma, just like the Rivero. An electric drivetrain with 2 motors driving the rear wheels generates 536 horsepower and 550 pound-feet of torque. A 1.5-litre 3-cylinder turbocharged BMW gasoline engine serves as the onboard generator, which kicks in when the battery power runs out to power the motors. Elegantly constructed, the Karma Fisker, the low-slung, long and broad 4-seater, has a broad body. The sedan has a muscular performance look up front thanks to its curved fenders and power dome hood. All 12 exterior colour options can be coupled with optional blackout and/or carbon fibre trim. In addition to 22-inch wheels being an option, the car comes standard with 21-inch wheels. At number 2 is the Ferrari Testarossa. Even if you are unaware of the Ferrari Testarossa, you are familiar with its appearance and past locations. For a variety of reasons, the automobile is revered as an icon of the 1980s pop culture and the quintessential representation of a glamorous era that invokes nostalgia in just about everyone, even those who don't personally recall living through it. The Testarossa is known for more than simply glitz synths. Like every Ferrari, its foundations are in racing and performance, making it equally remarkable to drive as it is to look at. The flat 12 engine used in the Ferrari Testarossa was a 4.9-litre Tipo F113 and Tipo 113B unit. Additionally, only a 5-speed manual transmission was attached to it. 385 horsepower maximum output at about 6,300 revolutions per minute. At 4,500 RPM, it also had a maximum torque of 361 pound-feet. The Ferrari Testarossa initially came to the United States with 380 horsepower, which is substantially less power. The Testarossa can reach 50 miles per hour in under 5 seconds and accelerate from 0 to 60 miles an hour in roughly 5.3 seconds. A Testarossa is thought to have a top speed of about 180 miles an hour. And at number 1 is the Mercedes Maybach S650. To outlux a Mercedes-Benz S-Class, it takes a lot. Yet the Mercedes Maybach S-Class succeeds in doing so. A 621 horsepower 6-litre V12 is substituted in the S680. Mercedes' 4MATIC all-wheel drive technology will be standard on all variants. The already roomy Benz-branded S-Class sedan has a wheelbase that is 7 inches shorter than that of the Maybach S-Class, which results in even more stretch-out space inside the leather-lined interior. A 64-colour interior ambient lighting system, heated and ventilated front seats with massage functions and 4 memory settings, heated rear seats with power adjustments and massage, an air ionizing system with a signature fragrance, and a panoramic sunroof are all standard on Maybach models, among a plethora of other luxurious features that I could not possibly list here. Maybach offers the optional Executive Rear Seat Plus package, which features additional rear seat wood trim, an enlarged centre console, folding tables and temperature-controlled cup storage for customers who plan to be chauffeured. Electric rear doors, a refrigerator and champagne glasses bearing the Maybach logo are additional options. Now, after this crazy car collection, I'd like to share one of my favourite quotes from the star of today's video. "Dreams are reality waiting to happen." I'm always inspired by this saying to pursue my goals and keep dreaming big. If you spend your time daydreaming about your ideal future, get to work on it while you're still imagining it. Only if you put in the effort can your fantasies become your new reality. So keep moving forward, working hard, and creating the reality you envision. Thank you for watching this episode. If you want to see other celebrity car collections, let me know in the comments below. Please make sure you like and subscribe to this video and channel, since that'll help us make more content like this for you to enjoy.